Yo, welcome back to the Kaput Gaming channel. Today we are going to be talking my favorite 5 loadouts in Warzone right now, as things stand today. We're going to save the meta for last. There's an undisputed, no question meta. And yeah, so we'll go through these pretty quickly. We'll try and get through them in about 15 minutes here. So that's about 3 minutes per loadout. Maybe cut to some game footage at the end if we have some extra time. So let's dive right into it. First off, we'll talk non-Vanguard. I know a lot of people are saying the Vanguard weapons are meta. Look, the biggest, and we'll talk about this a lot in these builds, particularly for anyone who's not just the top 1%er, right? Like our crew's really more or less kind of the top 10% in terms of KD, win rate, kills per game. Anyone who's not in that top 1%, so even the 10% guys, recoil control and accuracy, and I'd argue even for this is true for anyone, pro, non-pro, whatever. Recoil control is the most important stat in the game. It lets you hit more shots, point blank. I don't care if a gun does 20% more damage or has a 20% lower TTK if I'm only gonna hit 70% of my shots, whereas let's say another weapon I hit 100%, just hypothetically, right? If I'm hitting 30% less, doing 20% more damage, it's bad trade-off. Recoil is huge, right? Like most people's headshot percentages is sub 30%. You can bump that up 1 point. You're talking about a major improvement in your effectiveness in terms of taking out other players. So when it comes to non-Vanguard Royale, all I can say about the non-Vanguard weapons is the recoil is ridiculous. It's not there. I mean, it just, you can drill the right trigger and it barely moves your reticle. So that's where these two are coming from. If buddies want to go non-Vanguard, or right now if you don't have 4 and you don't want to be at a disadvantage, you got to run normal battle royale. These are the guns I'm rocking. We have the Farah. I'm going to these real quick. Not even going to talk about these. This is your standard low recoil range Farah build. This thing is ridiculous. There's no recoil. And then just to mix it up for fun, threw in 1 Black Ops, 1 Modern Warfare. The MP5, it rips, man. There's no recoil. It's out of control. Again, because this is the non-Vanguard mode, which most of what we're going to be talking about today is Vanguard. I like that mode. I think it's an improvement. We're going Simtex and heartbeat sensor. Give this thing a whirl, man. If you haven't busted out the Farah in particular since Warzone Pacific came out, it is fun. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like, you know, I got killed by one. I thought the person was using a Cronus just because the recoil was so non-existent, and then I went and made this, and nope, they're not cheating. Just using their favorite old gun that has, in my opinion, got a major boost. So yeah, go give this thing a whirl. Personally, I'm not super hyped about using the same old guns, so we've been playing a lot of Vanguard, and these next 4 loadouts are going to be Vanguard specific. So first one, and this is a little out of the box, so stick with me here, but this is what I'm calling my heavy push, right? Like I'm trying to get up in people's faces, clear some houses, depending on who I'm playing with. Maybe you have some buddies who like to play a little more range. You got to get up in the face of some enemies. Give this one a go. Cooper Carbine's the first one we'll talk about. Most people using this as a short range AR, kind of a pocket gun, if you will. It slaps at range, guys. I'm telling you. Again, coming down to recoil, this thing almost doesn't move at all. It's almost like the Farah that I was just talking about, which I think is totally busted right now and will be fixed. But this thing is awesome, man. Give it a go. Again, recoil booster, going that for the fire rate. If you want to put the MX silencer on there so you're not losing damage range, again, this is something we're going to be using for range when we need it in this build. You can go that if you want to go MX silencer if you want to stay off the mini map. Here we're going the ragdoll. Again, recoil control, range. This is a range build on the Cooper. Great option there. No brainer. I'm using the G16 again. This is heavy push, right? 2.5 times scope. Gives me comfort. If somebody pulls up on me close range, I have to whip this thing up. You can also tap people out to you know, 100 yards if you really need to. Anything within 50, feel pretty good about it. The Cooper 405W stock, look at that, recoil. Use that crouch and prone shot. Killer drop shot gun right here. Almost, I would like less, almost 0 recoil if you're prone. Almost 0. Awesome. Coming around the bend here, Vital. No brainer. For anyone who doesn't know, that gives you increased torso damage. Killer perk. Use it wherever you can. Fully loaded. Love that. You know, for me, a lot of times you're coming in, hitting something on the fly. Maybe you just came back from a gulag, getting full ammo. That's a no brainer. If you want to go on hand, I get it. Palmer grip. Won't talk too much about that. It's the best one right now. You're getting that recoil during sustained fire. Already talked about it. We love it. 60 round mag. Killer. It's the only way to go. Recoil control and fire rate. Come on. 60 rounds plus ADS. Awesome. Hollow point. Pairing that with vital, so we're getting increased limb damage. So just anywhere we hit him now, we're getting increased damage. And then 1941 hand stop. Just ridiculous. Recoil control accuracy. Love it. Give this thing a whirl. I'm telling you, you can even, you want to put a bigger scope on it, a little 3.5 times scope, and use it out further distances. Give it a whirl. I'm telling you, the thing rips. And then here, this is like the little cheeky glitchy thing we're doing right now. You can get this skin. It's a little pay to play. I understand. It's badass looking skin though. It has vital perk. SMGs cannot have vital. Totally overpowered. Super good gun up close right now. Again, pairing it with that 60 round magus clutch, using the increased damage 60 round mag build. Not going to talk too much else about this. The big takeaways are did some things to make up for some ADS that were given up with some other attachments. Don't want heavy hitter here, you want quick. And then we have the vital perk that again comes with the store version of this gun and makes it totally ridiculous up close. Anywhere you're hitting people, you're just absolutely melting them. Have the hollow point on there. Awesome. Really cool, good looking skin here. Give this thing a whirl. Super badass. This is our heavy pusher loadout. Again, pairing that with EOD, amped frag grenades. Nuts right now. If you're getting up in the mix, cooked frag grenade is just ridiculous. If you can get it anywhere near them, you're gonna potentially knock them down, but for sure do a ton of damage. You can rip shield off with frag grenades like nuts. And then big fan of the stuns right now. Moving on here, we're gonna just go to my favorite AR SMG combo. I think this is what most players in the game roll. This is the only option. It's STG and MP40 right now. This is per the latest update that kind of brought Krampus and everything in. They nerfed the PPSH. We'll talk about that in a second. That's why we're going MP40. To go AR, the Automaton also got a nerf. So that's out of the meta picture for ARs, leaving the STG as the big dog on the block. Mercury Silencer, happy to give up this damage range. In this case, we can make up for it elsewhere. And that is right here in the barrel. And again, the other big thing here is reduce sway and gun bob, and then highly accurate and controllable, which is essentially saying less recoil. Great barrel, no brainer there. Optic, this is up to you. A lot of options. I'm really enjoying this SVT40. Doesn't say that you lose recoil, but something about that, I just think it's one of those scopes, the way they have it built, it just gets rid of that bobbing when you're pulling the trigger. This 1229 slate combo, another killer option. That one does give noted recoil control. Either one of those, play around with them, really great. VDD 34S weighted, again, recoil control is the big thing we're going for there. Vital perk, take it where you can, fully loaded, already talked about that. You can go on hand if you want to. Palmer grip, already talked about it. Best grip in the game right now, more control. The 60 round mag, again, don't fall for these other ones, man. They all have something bad. Losing damage, losing recoil control, losing fire rate and recoil control. Just take the 60 round mag, more ammo, not really anything bad that you're giving up for it. We'll take that all day. And then the Carver foregrip, you can go M1941, play with it. Again, what we're looking for here is recoil control. That's SCG, love it. Probably the best all-around gun in the game right now, in my opinion. You can even just throw a slate optic on there and pretty much use this as an all-purpose weapon. And then pairing this up with the MP40, this is the meta SMG build. All the guns, don't care. Vanguard, Black Ops, Modern Warfare, this is the build. Absolutely love it. Recoil booster for the fire rate. Do the first barrel again. Controllability, absolutely no-brainer there. I'm rocking the iron sight. You can do slate, you know, anything that's going to give you quick ADS and good visibility. I'm going to remove stock for the movement speed. Momentum, this is killer. It's increased speed after you kill someone. So what this is great for, a lot of people think, oh, I can get to the next guy. What it's really great for is in and out. in and out. Take someone out, boom, I'm out. Maybe replating, coming back in with my increased sprint speed from quick. Palmer grip. Magazine, we'll talk about this real quickly. Again, recoil control. Got to go for it. All the rest of them have something bad. This, just not very exciting. This, we're giving up ADS and movement speed. Nope. And this one, we're giving up recoil control and fire rate. It's no good. Got to go right here. We're fine giving up the penetration, the damage, and the velocity. We can make up for that with the fire rate, and the recoil control. It's totally worth it. And then again, just a little bump to the ADS here with the Mach 6 skeletal stock. You'll see this come up in the meta build because this is the best short range weapon in the game right now, hands down, no question. Pairing this with the C4, again, anything explosive is awesome right now. Big fan of the stuns. And then Combat Scout, can't say enough, particularly if you're using a ranged weapon with all the cover, shrubbery, and everything out in Caldera. Combat Scout is awesome to have right now. Moving on to the sniper. One thing I'll say about snipers is I think there's a lot to be explored here. Everyone kind of jumped right on the car because it's the name we know. I think that they're going to be doing some different things with snipers, trying to kind of balance these out in different ways. So I'm curious to play with the other three right now. With that being said, SD silencer, fine giving up the ADS. VDD REO 2K, this is the no-brainer. Bullet velocity and upper extremities damage is a huge boost. Don't care about the movement speed or ADS here. Just running the stock scope. I like the wire stock. The short stock, you're not getting enough here, and that just looks stupid. No thanks. Running the wire stock, increased movement speed. I like that. Fleet. Again, like the movement speed. Deep breath, you can hold your breath for 30 seconds or like something like that. It's ridiculous. It's killer. Love it. Tape grip, I think weapon swap quickness and aiming stability is actually really nice. Weapon swap quickness is particularly killer if you get surprised while you're sniping. You pull out your pocket gun, go to town. Love that. Lengthen for bullet velocity. Bullet drop is a real deal in Caldera. I think it's a little bit more of a factor than in the past. And so you'll want the bullet velocity where you can get it there. And then pairing this with the heavy foregrip, looking for aiming stability there. Pretty much a no-brainer on that one. Straightforward. Don't see this one changing much. Good, reliable sniper. And then we're having this paired with the more popular version of the Cooper, which is the pocket build. You can see a few things different here. The Gracie Rapid, we're going fire rate, recoil booster for fire rate, Slate Optic removes for speed, vital and fully loaded in Palmer. Again, talked about all those no-brainers. 60 round, already talked about it, killer. Compressed rounds, more fire rate. I'm telling you, this thing destroys inside 20 yards. And then not mixing up the hand stop. This thing is the best pocket gun in the game, best sniper support in the game. Probably my favorite gun in the game right now. Love it. And then finally, before we close out here, the meta, the undisputed meta right now. First, MP40, we already talked about it. Frag grenades, out of control right now. Amped and EOD, both killer. Stun grenades, loving them. This is the big daddy right here, the Brim. Here is why it is ridiculous. Damage does not diminish over range. That means it's like hitting somebody who's right in front of you at 100 yards. It's insane. I'm going to show you a picture to wrap this, or not a picture. I'm going to show you a video to wrap to wrap this up. We'll show you a video. This thing is insane. You can beam people at 200 yards. It's nuts. That's why I like this particular scope. A little more range. Oaken shield padded stock for recoil control. Tight grip, recoil control. On hand here again. You can go fully loaded. Not a bad option either. Palmer grip. Go with the top mag again. Recoil control. It's all about hitting shots with this thing. We do not need the increased damage. Lengthen for the bullet velocity. Again, we can use this thing at range. And then the M1941 hand stop for recoil control. Give this thing a whirl. Not sure how long it's going to last before it gets nerfed. It is out of control. Yeah, so there it is. Those are my loadouts that I'm running. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're still here, would really appreciate a like. Don't forget to subscribe or follow wherever you're seeing this. Appreciate the love. Good luck out there.
That's our closest threat.
Green or live ping?
Yeah, the live pings are shooting people at green.
Oh my god, I downed one. Oh, got the kill. That's disgusting. And it was the bounty. Oh my goodness.